you follow me, you know it's been a minute. I have not put up a buzzed-in apartment tour in a while, and if you're new here, welcome. I have basically, for over 3 years now, been filming New York City apartment tours, and I'm bringing you guys another one today. So today we're gonna go to my friend Lumia's apartment, which I'm very excited about. She lives in Nolita, which is in downtown Manhattan, and Lumia's super badass. She's a photographer, DJ, and model, modern day Renaissance woman, and we actually met at a couples event like 2 years ago. And usually you don't meet people at fashion events because people can be a little standoffish, but we clicked. She had great energy, really cool style, and was super friendly. I was like, I like this gal. And we stayed in touch. We even shot together. Insert photos here. So if you're unfamiliar with Nolita, it is basically like 4 blocks. She's small, sandwiched between more popular neighborhoods like Soho or Lower East Side or Little Italy, and that's actually where it gets its name, which I did not know until I started doing research for this video. Nolita stands for North of Little Italy. Maybe I just am a bad New Yorker and should have known that already, but I didn't. It has become a very popular neighborhood, and there's a chance if you visited New York, you've probably gone through it. And since it's kind of small, there's not a ton of history I have to share, but let's go back a little bit. So similar to much of downtown Manhattan, Nolita started off as an immigrant neighborhood, specifically Little Germany, and then it slowly became Little Italy over time. It wasn't until around the mid-1900s that Little Italy kind of began to shrink with the creation of neighborhoods like Soho and Chinatown around it. So fast forward into the 1970s, and you saw a lot of artists moving into this area until around the 1990s or so, when it had a lot of influx of newcomers and business people move in, gentrifying the area, unfortunately. You know, the New York tale as old as time. And while Nolita specifically has lost a lot of its Italian character, it does still host the Feast of San Gennaro, which is the same one you can see in Godfather 2. It happens every year following Labor Day, which I actually accidentally stumbled on last week, and it was really fun. So Nolita is very charming. It has some of that old world character and has the iconic architecture with, you know, the fire escapes. There's some great restaurants and bookstores and cocktail bars there. Definitely feeling known now. It's just kind of an upscale, trendy neighborhood. It is a really lovely area, so it's really special to meet somebody who lives there, because again, it's small. Okay, enough chit chat for me. Talk to you off. Let's go visit her.
Hello, my name is Lumia. I live in Nolita in a 2-bedroom apartment. We're in my 2-bedroom apartment. It is rent stabilized. I pay $2,000 a month. This is my hallway. I have some stickers and magnets on my door. This is the kitchen area. This is my coat rack. These are all of my shoes. This is a photo I shot of the model Adeswa in Wyoming. This is my sink.
You much of a cook?
Sometimes. When I first moved in here, I was really into cooking because in my old apartment, I didn't have any gas. Like, I didn't have a gas stove. This is my shower also. My hallway. This is a sculpture that I made for my thesis in college. My bathroom's right here.
You have a good little view.
Yeah.
You can say hi to the firefighters.
I know. I'm always like, hi, they're so hot. This is my bedroom. Welcome. This is a sculpture that I am working on. It's not done yet. This is my chessboard. I really like to play chess. Got this chessboard at Chess Forum on Thompson Street. Is another piece of artwork from my parents' house that I stole. I have many cameras because I'm a photographer, and I have one of them in here in case everyone will like take photos when my friends are over. This is a rose that my boyfriend got me. It's the first rose that he got me. This is a Baron von Fancy piece. He's an artist. My sister got it for me. This is my burner phone. I use it on my days off because I like to leave my iPhone at home sometimes. And I made this keychain, and this keychain is from an artist. And I also recently started DJing, so I practice on this XDJ, and I really love it. It's easy to just like play with this and accidentally like be on it for like 2 hours. Like when it first came in the mail, I accidentally was on it for 8 hours straight. This is just where I keep extra storage in my bedroom and whatever doesn't fit in my closet. I have bed sheets down here and towels down here. just have a bunch of books. Honestly, it's mostly books from people that I know, or maybe like books that I've like worked on. I also have a couple of Helmut Newton books because I love Helmut Newton. He's such a good photographer. This book I made when I was in college. I just like made it by hand. There's only one of them. This is a Nylon Japan magazine that I shot a story for, but they wanted me to also like do self-portraits for them, so I'm also like modeled in it, but it's like I shot everything. This is just a vintage cup that I got on eBay. It's cute. It's just like a girl. It's so cute. I'm really happy that like I have my other room, which you'll see, because I have all of my stuff in there basically. I also like don't really like stuff in general, like furniture wise. I've like bought so many things that I've then sold after a few months. And I'm always moving my bedroom around because it does function as a living room. So I think that's why I don't have that much furniture, and everything that I have is like really easy to just like take out of my room if I kind of like get bored of the way that it looks. Welcome to my closet. I had it professionally organized when I moved in, so they did this whole build out against the wall. So everything's labeled. These are all of my purses, clearly. I have my Juicy Couture purses up there because I am a Juicy Couture collector, and we'll go through my tracksuits in a little bit. This is where I do my makeup. I have a little light. And I just look. All of my makeup is like over here. It's all organized in containers. It's just like fun, like to display it. My friends like love to come over and like get ready in here and just like use all of my makeup and play around. All of the white boxes are storage, and then the rest of it is kind of photography stuff. They have like a lot of photo negatives and like prints. These are all of like the earrings that I kind of like to rotate out on a daily basis. This is an ear pin that my friend Brandon Sandler made, and they're really cute. It's like this. They like go around your ear. This is my martini lamp. I got it from Dream Fishing Tackle in Greenpoint, which is a really, really sick furniture store. So if you haven't been there, you literally must go. This is my photography office work section. Those are all magazines that I've either worked on or have modeled in. These are my point and shoot cameras. These are like fun random video cameras that I have. These are all of my film cameras for like work stuff. I have like a Yashica T4 point and shoot. It's not here, it's in my bedroom. And that is like maybe my go-to for my personal work. It's just easy and it is such a good camera. These are like a bunch of like diary notes and stuff, because I would love to like eventually maybe make like a curated diary and like put it out into the world. We are getting into my closet. Right now, like fashion week is coming up, so I'm probably gonna get in a lot of clothes that I have to like wear to shows or events, so I kind of keep them here when it's fashion week. But it's also really fun to like put out an outfit the night before and like steam everything and just have my look ready. Some of my Juicy Couture collection, these t-shirts.
Where did the Juicy love come from?
Like they were so cool when I was younger.
Yeah, same.
I don't know, like during COVID, my sister was wearing a tracksuit and I was like, that is so sick. And then I like got one, and then I got 5, and then I got 10, and
I feel you.
It's turned into an addiction. These are my Juicy Couture tracksuits. They're all vintage. Don't know how many I have right now. I had 30 at some point, but I pared it down because it was too many. But I basically like have a look for every day of the month if I wanted to. It's almost Juicy season. The weather is almost perfect for it. I'm so excited. I am from New York City. I grew up downtown. I am a photographer, model, and DJ. I've been in this building for 5 years, but I've been in this particular apartment for like 2 years now. I feel like because I don't want to own that many things in my bedroom, I feel like I don't have that much stuff. I've definitely gotten better at paring things down and actually only keeping things that like I like. I guess I feel like I've spent a lot of time like thinking about organization and thinking about kind of different ways to like consider whether I want to keep something or not. And I feel like there are like questions that like you can ask yourself. Like if I'm going through my clothes, for example, I'll be like, would I buy this now? Because it's really easy to just hold on to stuff. We are in Nolita. Nolita stands for North of Little Italy. It is in between Soho and the Lower East Side. It's like a really small neighborhood. It's like a very busy neighborhood. There's a lot of young people here. It's really common to run into people that you know here. Like especially if you like are eating out and stuff at like restaurants or sitting outside, like people will just walk by that you know, and then you end up adding more friends to the table. Thai diner around the corner is really delicious. Lovely Day on Elizabeth Street is another really good Thai place. Down the block on Mott Street as well, there's this place called Pho Bang, and it's such good pho and really cheap. I love to go to Flower Shop for a drink. It's a couple blocks away in the Lower East Side on Eldridge Street. They have really good cucumber gimlets, and the food there is also really good. There's a really good vintage shop on Hester Street in the Lower East Side called Leisure Center, and my friend Frank runs it, and it's very well priced for what it is, and it's all really good like curated vintage. So if you're in the area, you should definitely pop in. Being from New York, it's like I'm so inspired like by the city itself. Like it's like even if I feel like I'm like in a creative rut, it's like I can just like walk down the street or like go for a walk alone, like maybe at like sunset when it's more quiet and there's less people out, and I'm kind of just like inspired by like the sight of the city and all of the buildings, and like especially Soho, it's like all of those buildings have been there for a while and they're just like really cool to like look at. There's so many people in their 20s downtown who are like trying to figure out kind of like what they're doing, or they're really creative in like so many different ways, and I feel like that kind of like makes downtown like so lively, and there's so many people here from like all different kinds of places like in the world, you know, and like that's really cool to kind of meet any kind of person. Like I guess they say it's like a melting pot here.